This headline on this graphic kind of says it all. Wait until you see this, John. This is unbelievable. And this is what I was talking about when we did get upwards of golf ball size hail to small hen egg sized hail. This was from Benny Barber down in Narragansett just before 10 o'clock last night. And I mean, great job putting the soda can there so you can tell just how big that is. It's hard to fathom. I'm a little jealous I wasn't there to witness this firsthand. It's crazy to think that that fell from the sky. Just unassumingly, you're walking along, the clouds get dark, and all of a sudden we get pouring rain, and then that coming right down at you. I would gather that there were a couple of dents and dings in places we would prefer not to see them after this event last night. Want to go back to that other graphic before we talk about relativity here, and let's see if we can get that second graphic going here. Yeah, there it goes. There's so many hail reports. I think the system's having a little bit of trouble with it. But this was that report from Benny right here in Narragansett. Around 2 inches in diameter. And you look at across the rest of the area, most of these numbers were between about 1 and 1.5, which is about quarter size, maybe $half size. We had plenty of reports, though, that weren't shown here. Pea-sized hail, dime-sized hail. It really was a widespread event. So again, we kind of had a range from as small as this to as big as that. And that is pretty rare, especially for our part of the country here, to get hail that large. This may not be considered large, in places like Texas. It's large for southern New England. So let's, again, break down what was happening here. First, we had a strong upper level jet, and that was digging right on over southern New England and kind of dictated the path of those storms and how they were able to blossom so nicely. But another big catalyst here was just how cold the air is up in the atmosphere, as I was talking with John a second ago. And that typically only happens in the spring months. You likely wouldn't see a 20,000 foot temperature well below zero in the middle of summer. It would still be cold, but not this cold. And I think that was a reason why we saw such incredible hail growth across our region yesterday. You have to remember, these thunderstorms, they go up 20, 30, even 40,000 feet. Very, very cold up there, even though we were in the 60s down here at the surface. And that's how you get that hail formation, kind of get that raindrop freezing, recycling up, down. You need strong updraft winds as well to blow that hailstone up to accumulate or accrete the ice and get it to grow in size.